Sleeper cars, the 1970s best-kept secret. These unassuming beasts hid V8 monsters under hoods rustier than your dad's toolbox. Today, we're unearthing the 10 most underrated wolves in sheep's clothing that ruled the streets. AMC Hornet SC 360. The AMC Hornet SC 360 was a masterclass in corporate audacity. At a time when American Motors was struggling to compete with the Big Three, they dropped a 360 cubic inch V8 into their humble compact Hornet. This engine, borrowed from the AMX muscle car, churned out 245 horsepower and 365 pound-feet of torque, paired with a standard 4-speed manual or optional 3-speed automatic. Weighing just 3,200 pounds, it could rip a 14.5-second quarter-mile, faster than many big-block Chevelles of the era. The SC 360's genius was its invisibility. It looked identical to the base Hornet, save for tiny 360 badges. AMC even advertised it as a secret weapon for buyers who wanted muscle without the markup. Sadly, only 784 units were built in 1971 before emissions regulations killed it off. Today, survivors are prized for their rarity and stealthy swagger. Ford Maverick Grabber 302. Ford's Maverick was designed to undercut imports like the Volkswagen Beetle, but the Grabber 302 turned it into a budget drag strip terror. The 302 CIV 85.0-litre produced 210 horsepower and 296 pound-feet of torque. And with a curb weight of 2,900 pounds, it could hit 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.8 seconds, quicker than a base 1971 Mustang. The Grabber package added a matte black hood, sport stripes, and front disc brakes, but most buyers opted for the V8 in plain Jane trim. Ford sold over 40,000 Maverick V8s, but their reputation as poor man's Mustangs overshadowed their performance chops. Pro tip: the Maverick's lightweight unibody and Fox platform DNA, shared with the Fairmont and later Mustangs, make it a favorite for modern engine swaps. Buick Century Grand Sport 455. Buick Century Grand Sport 455 was the ultimate dad sleeper. Under its vinyl roof and opera windows lay a 455 cubic inch V8, making 270 horsepower and a colossal 390 pound-feet of torque, the same engine as the Riviera. Despite weighing 4,100 pounds, it could hustle to 60 miles per hour in 7.5 seconds, thanks to a low 2.78 to 1 final drive ratio. Buick marketed it as a gentleman's express, emphasizing its quiet interior and plush ride, but the torque monster engine could melt tires on command. The 1973 model was the last true muscle century. 1974's smog-strangled version dropped to 210 horsepower. Today, the 73 GS 455 is a cult classic for fans of land yacht performance. Plymouth Valiant Scamp 340. The Valiant Scamp 340 was Mopar's answer to buyers who wanted muscle but couldn't afford a Roadrunner. Plymouth's compact Valiant platform shed weight, just 2,900 pounds, and the optional 340 CIV 8 5.6-litre delivered 275 horsepower and 340 pound-feet of torque. With a 4-barrel carb, dual exhaust, and a 3.23 to 1 sure grip rear end, it could run neck and neck with 383 equipped satellites. The Scamp's secret? It looked like a frugal commuter car, complete with bench seats and a column shifter. Only around 2,500 Scamp 345s were built annually, making them rare finds today. Bonus fact: the 340 engine's forged internals made it a tuner's dream. Drop in a cam and headers, and you'd have a 12-second street machine. Chevrolet Nova 350. By 1975, the Chevy Nova had ditched its SS badging and muscle car styling, but it still hid a 350 cubic inch V8 in base trim. Detuned to 145 horsepower and 250 pound-feet due to emissions controls, it was far from a powerhouse, but the lightweight Nova, 3,200 pounds, had a secret weapon: simplicity. The Genii small block was cheap to modify, and swapping in a Holly carb or headers could wake it up instantly. The Nova's unibody design and compact dimensions also made it a handling standout compared to bulkier Chevelle. Chevrolet sold over 100,000 V8 Novas in the mid-70s, many to unsuspecting buyers who just wanted a reliable sedan. Today, they're blank canvases for resto-mods. Imagine an LS3 in that engine bay. Dodge Dart Swinger 340. The Dart Swinger 340 was Mopar's compact assassin. Based on the economy Dart sedan, the Swinger added a sporty fastback roofline and an optional 340 cubic inch V8 with 275 horsepower and 340 pound-feet of torque. Weighing just 3,000 pounds, it could run a 14.2-second quarter-mile, faster than a 383 Roadrunner. Dodge even offered a performance axle package with a 3.55-to-1 rear gear and heavy-duty suspension. Despite its prowess, the Swinger was marketed as a stylish commuter car, with ads boasting about its 21 miles per gallon highway efficiency. Today, survivors are rare. Many were raced into the ground or turned into dirt track cars. Mercury Comet GT 302. The Mercury Comet GT 302 was Ford's undercover hot rod. Built on the Maverick platform, it packed a 302 cubic inch V8 with 5.0 litres with 210 horsepower and 296 pound-feet of torque. Mercury gave it a flashy grille and GT badges, but most buyers skipped the stripes, leaving it looking like a grandpa's ride. With a 3,000-pound curb weight and front disc brakes, it was a balanced performer, light enough to hustle, heavy enough to hook up. Ford's Cologne 5.8 used in the Capri shared parts with the Comet's engine, making it a favorite for Euro-American hybrid builds. Less than 10,000 Comet GTs were made, and few survive today.